with me is Theresa Podeiko Poole, who is the membership coordinator for the American Legion Post 7 in Easton. Today, we're going to be talking a bit about the open house that's going to be taking place at the VFW in Easton on June 15th, 2019 from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. This is a exciting event with a lot to talk about, so I want to pass it over to Theresa to give us a bit of a rundown of the event itself.
Yes. Well, first of all, I'd just like to say the American Legion is a national organization of servicemen and women who have been on active duty in times of military conflict. However, that has been lifted as far as being in military conflict, and anyone with active duty with a DD-214 is welcome to join the American Legion. And the event is in celebration of our 100th anniversary of American Legion Post 7, George S. Shepard Post 7. And the event is going to be an open house in which we're going to have organizations there to help veterans in many different areas. It's veterans of all ages. We have outreach representatives from the VA. We have Mass Career Services, the Brockton Vet Center, Easton Veteran Services, Bridgewater State University Veterans Center, Radius Financial Group, the Easton Council on Aging, the Easton Food Pantry, Father Bill's and Mainspring, Hydrea for Heroes, Wild Hearts Therapeutic Horses for Heroes, Veterans Garden Incorporated West Bridgewater, Smith Farm Easton, Brookhaven Hospice, and the Veterans Business Owners Initiative. So there's going to be a lot of organizations there to help veterans of all ages. We're also going to have a historical display on the formation of Post 7 by local veterans in 1919 and period artifacts. The display is going to have the different people such as Louis Frothingham, who was very influential in bringing together the veterans in Easton to form American Legion Post 7 back in 1919. And we're also having a member making arrangements for a number of period vehicles to be available for viewing at the VFW.
Oh, wow, that's exciting.
Yeah, that should be very nice. So even the kids, if you want to bring some of the kids along, and they can look at the period vehicles, and of course there's always the tank there.
Uh-huh.
That
This is an all-ages event, is that right?
Pretty much, yes.
Okay.
We're going to have food donations in memory of Mary Jane Wood. So if you'd like to make a donation, dry goods, it can be brought to the VFW, and they're going to have boxes inside at the Easton Food Pantry table where you can put your donation there. And it will be here on ECAT.
We're looking forward to broadcasting it so people can see it.
Right. So that will be nice. And the event is for local people. If you're a parent, a spouse, a mother, if you have an elderly parent, a brother, a sister, anyone who needs help, if you want to come to any of the organization tables to see if they can be of help to your loved veteran, you're welcome as well. Mm-hmm. We're looking to have a broad base of people, so we're very excited to bring this to the veterans of Easton and their families.
Yeah. I'm curious, how did this event sort of come together?
It's been in the process over probably the past 6 years.
6 years?
Yes.
Okay.
It started out, where, I was kind of having it in my mind back when I first joined American Legion Post 7 back in 2012 that the anniversary was going to be coming up, the 100th anniversary. So I knew I wanted to do something, and one of the other members at the time, who is now the commander, James McAvoy, had mentioned something about having an open house. So we wanted to bring the two of them together to make it a nice event for people, as well as add the historical aspect of Post 7 from 100 years ago.
Right. So how does, where do these artifacts, where do they stay? How do they,
Some
where have
of
they
them,
been preserved, I
different
guess?
people, different veterans have artifacts that they have of their own. Some are loaning them for display for the tables. We're going to have some biographies of the three veterans that were killed in action, of George S. Shepard, who our post is named after, George Schindler, who the VFW is named after, and Oliver Ames Jr. And Hazel Varela from the Easton Historical Society has done a biography background of Lewis Frothingham. It's a wonderful article that will be available for viewing, and I did make copies, a limited amount of copies, for people if they would like a hand copy.
Okay. And if people want to find out a little bit more about this event or get involved, is there a number to contact for more
Yes.
information?
Yes, absolutely. You can contact me, and my name is Theresa, and my phone number is 508-297-2014. You can leave a message on my answering machine, and I will return your call within a few days. Also, if you'd like to contact Stanley Borgeson, if you're, for some reason, would like to speak with him, he's also involved in the committee, and his number is 508-230-7390.
Okay. And yeah, I was curious too, as membership coordinator for the Legion, what's that job entail?
Well, recruiting is a big part of it. Going out and finding veterans. One of the things I do is go to the elections, whatever elections we're having for the year, whether it's the town election or primary for the state or presidential election. I set up a resource table with resources for veterans and their families to partake of.
All right. So I would guess, what's something that maybe, general public doesn't really know about the Legion? Are there any sort of things a layperson might, like myself, kind of curious?
Well, the members, the American Legion, we have different programs that people help with to assist veterans and their families. We have one of the, actually several programs fall under what we call Americanism, which is programs such as Boy State and Girl State, which is a program for juniors in high school who do well with their studies, and they are sponsored at an event, which we have one coming up in June.
Okay.
And they learn about the government and our whole governmental system, and it's kind of like a well-rounded program to help them kind of learn what the political state is of the country.
Yeah.
And we also have a Student Trooper, which is a program for people who might be interested in law enforcement. The children, I believe the ages of 15 to 17, and it is online, and it usually is offered through the school, but we can also help in that matter.
Right.
We have scholarships. We usually have a topic for the year, and they write an article or an essay on it.
Okay, this is students.
For students, for high school seniors.
Okay.
And they will do the article and then be graded and apportioned an amount of money for scholarship.
Oh, that's great. That's great. We had been talking a little bit earlier. You had mentioned some sort of poppy drive. Is that right?
Yes, every year we have a poppy drive, which helps bring in income to help us help veterans and help programs for veterans. The poppy drive this year is this coming Friday and Saturday. Friday, we're going to be at Dunkin' Donuts at Northeastern Village Shops from, I believe, 8 a.m. to noon. And then we're going to be on Saturday at Market Basket in West Bridgewater.
Okay.
And we're going to be there from, I believe, 8 a.m. to about 4 o'clock or so.
And when what is a poppy drive?
Well, you make a donation of any amount,
Yeah.
and you receive a poppy, a red poppy, in memory of a loved one that has passed on, whether it's, you know, a relative, a brother, a sister, a parent, a grandparent, and a lot of people like to get them and, you know, save them each year.
Yeah, that sounds like a special kind of
It is a
drive.
special, and poppies are very commemorative of the veterans, particularly of World War II.
Okay.
They have the poppies in France for, they have a whole field and everything. I haven't been there yet, but I think I'd like to go at some point.
Right. Well, that certainly sounds wonderful. I just want to sort of circle back to the event itself, because I want to let people know once more if there's anything we may have missed here. But again, just for the people at home, we're talking about the American Legion Post 7. It's 100th anniversary celebration. There's an open house on June 19th. June 15th, 2019. About a month away or so, a little more than a month away. And that's from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the VFW Hall in Easton at 148 Allen Road. You'll see it with the big tank in the parking lot. And it's going to be an event open to the general public, but it's especially providing a lot of services and outreach to military veterans.
Correct, yes. The general public, if they'd like to come and see the historical display, they're welcome to come by. Hazel will be there from 2 to 3, available for questions, particularly about Post 7 and how we came about in a historical aspect. But it's available to veterans, military veterans of all branches. So that includes the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, and the Coast Guard. All conflicts and all eras. All you had to have had is a DD-214 showing that you have active duty.
Okay. And again, if people want to find out a little more information, your phone number is...
508
Yep.
297
Mm-hmm.
2014.
2014. That's great. Is there any other pieces of information we should let folks know about?
Well, we are going to be having a raffle. If people wanted to get involved with the raffle, we're going to have gift baskets. We're going to have one a garden gift basket. We're going to have a pet gift basket, and then an adult basket with some beverage. And,
Okay.
And we're going to have gift cards, hopefully an array of gift cards. We're still in the process of getting that from different sponsors.
Great, great. Well, I think it sounds like a really big event, and I hope that people who are watching this can help get the word out to the community, let other veterans know, let the general public know. I don't think you have to live in Easton to come to the event either. It's
No, that's
yeah.
correct. You can live anywhere in surrounding towns if you'd like to come by, and you're welcome to come see everything. You're welcome to go to the organizations. I will have my resource table there if you'd like some information about joining Post 7, if that's what you'd like to do. But one of the things I wanted to go to was the sponsorship.
Okay.
And on the sponsorship, I have a letter from the commander, and if you would like to make any kind of donation, or if you would like your organization in the event booklet, whether we have different types of ads, whether you want a business card ad or a half-page ad or a full-page ad. We have a few different pricing options. You can give me a call at my phone number, and I will send you the letter, and that will help you decide what you'd like to do. You could also offer a raffle or a basket or a gift card or from an organization.
Right. Well, this sounds like the kind of event that it would be great for businesses to get involved with, local
Right.
businesses. It sounds like important and fun, and an event with a lot of different dimensions to it.
Right.
And we're going to be there to broadcast it, but I think getting there in person, seeing Hazel, seeing all the services and the displays sounds like a lot of fun.
And I did want to mention that it's possible that we may be having the Lions Club I van available there as well. That's kind of in the process right now. I haven't got word if it's available yet for that day, but it may be there.
Okay. Okay. That's great. Well, again, Theresa, thank you so much for coming to the studio today.
Oh, could I mention before
Oh,
we close?
jeez. I'm sorry.
I did want to mention the parade coming up. We have the Memorial Day Parade on Monday, May 27th. The parade is going to be going from Church Street here in Easton, and it starts at 2 p.m. The parade marshal will be Robert Hicks, veteran of the U.S. Army, and the parade route will be down Depot Street toward the Civil War Memorial, where Depot Street meets Center Street at the Civil War Memorial. There'll be a ceremony there, and if there is inclement weather, we will have the event take place at the VFW Hall on Allen Road, the corner of Allen Road and Rockland Street, at 2 p.m.
At 2 p.m. Okay. Okay. That's we've been there before from ECAT. That is another a beautiful parade to be at
Yes.
for Memorial Day.
The ceremony is quite nice.
Okay, so I don't want to cut you off. So if there's any other events that you'd like to talk about, now would be a good time.
So that I mentioned the parade on May 27th, 2 p.m. And then I mentioned the Poppy Drive next Friday and Saturday at Dunkin' Donuts at Northeastern Village Shop, and at Market Basket on Saturday.
Yep.
And
We did.
hopefully I covered what I needed to.
Okay. Well, then I think we can certainly wrap it up. I think
Okay.
it was really great having you in the studio, and lots of luck
Thank
with the
you.
event. And again, like I said, help people get the word out there for this event.
Yes, and I will be putting flyers out, and I'm going to be sending some to the Easton Journal, so hopefully some will get out with the Journal.
Okay. All right, Theresa, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it, and Post 7 appreciates it.
You got it.
Okay.